Forza Horizon 4, it's coming this year. We know it's going to get announced at E3, all the general usual Forza stuff. I actually made a video talking about what I want to see on Forza. If you want to check that out, the link is down below in the description. And if you're cool, we have anti-brake to drift merch, which is very fitting for Forza because there's none of it. We also have it in black now. Buy up, you only have 9 days left, something like that. But of course, we're on Forza Horizon 3 for this one in a British car, and you'll know exactly why, because of the title, because of people's discussions on what this is. Oh yes, I love the P1. What is Forza's next location? That is the topic of today's video. That has been the rumor mill, absolute craziness all over the place. Is it going to be here? Is it going to be here? It's gonna. Everyone's got their own decision. Recently, the one that media picked up is, oh hello, that's actually a skyline. Aren't you a beautiful bug? I'm not quite sure on that design, but anyway, most of the rumors from media outlets, from YouTubers, have been mentioning that Forza, the next Forza, will be set in the United Kingdom, which is my home. And honestly, I don't remember the last game that was really set in the UK. I mean, I know GTA London was a thing. That was really, really cool. I like that map. What else was there? There was Gangs of London, which most of you have probably never heard of ever. So for the reason of not being in many other games, the UK is an awesome pick, and I would very much welcome it. Let me just be clear here. I love the idea of the UK. The UK is, although it's not really been choiced in a lot of games, that's the reason for it to actually be exciting. And I mean, at the same time, Australia, where they've always seemed to pick, well, as for the most part, they've picked places that other people haven't really picked on Forza. So the United Kingdom would be another fantastic area to go, because no one has done it. My only problem with the United Kingdom is that its lack of excitement. Now, I live here, and I can't really tell you any places that are really nice to go. There's the Peak District for a nice drive, and the roads in Scotland are really nice. But the United Kingdom, or what people are saying, London, really wouldn't be that great. I mean, the city itself, to drive around would be awful, but at the same time, in a game, you would have less traffic and all this kind of stuff. So straight away, you would have more freedom to actually have the proper London experience and be able to take over London with actual nice cars instead of bloody Vauxhall Corsa. Let's face it, what else has the UK got other than those few areas there? I mean, there's little bits, but you've got to think that if they're going to make it the UK, or some part of the UK, is going to be a little chunk of it. Like, what are they going to make it? Oh, mate, you tried that new Forza game. It's got Skegness in it. No, fam, I heard it's got Bradford in it. Bradford. Like, I don't know about you, but I have no intent to explore Skegness in a Forza game. Like, that would be the most depressing Forza game you could possibly think of. Skegness. I'm sorry to anyone that lives in Skegness, but yeah, I just... Will the UK be nice? Yes. Do I think it will be the UK? No. The rumor is based on one bit of information, and that was that in the last update for Forza Motorsport 7, they added some cars that are currently, you know, waiting around to be used, and I think it's probably to do with... Can you not talk over me, mate? So in the game files, people found future DLC cars that were going to add into the game, and this was something they did in Forza Motorsport 6, that then led on to Forza Horizon 2, I believe it was. So you get the idea. People are speculating based on cars that they added, because they added a bunch of British cars, which is what they did before we found out this. I think Horizon 3, sorry, was Australia. They added a bunch of Australian cars as the DLC, which would make sense because during the development of the game, you know for a fact that those DLC cars are all being made for the next game, but then they get to resell them in the current game and use them. That's what games generally do. So anyway, why do I not think that's the case then? If they did that last time, I don't think they'd do it again. I think that they would want to save the reveal for E3 and have more excitement and stuff. And for those that are like us that are going to dig for those things, the UK just... It's boring, man. See, I can say that because I'm from the UK. It's genuinely boring. And if it is in the United Kingdom and they start us off in Ferraris, we're going to have a problem because we need Vauxhall Corsas, Vauxhall Zephyr, whatever the bloody call. We need crap. Because if you start us off in like some extravagant British car, we're going to be like, this game's unrealistic. It's done. Get out. And there's one more rumor that's really big of the location of Forza Horizon 4, and that is to do with Japan. Now, a lot of people think that Forza next location may be Japan, which would be really, really cool. The nightlife and the city aspect is something that would be very new to Forza, because Forza hasn't really done proper city street racing, and it would be a nice new direction. Japan is one of those untouched areas with a lot of recent games. A lot of games do a variation of America and stuff. There was a lot of older games that did Japan. I say more, a lot. There's pretty much Midnight Club that I can name off the top of my head. And some other games kind of took hints and stuff from it. Like games that, for example, had set tracks and no open world. So you could choose different locations. And Japan was usually in there. And it's Japan-inspired track. Japan would be good. It would be a nice difference. I personally don't think it fits Forza. I really, really do not think it fits Forza in the slightest. Forza's theme is go to a place like the south of France or Australia, which is like the generic lad's, you know, the lad's trip to get pissed up. Like, that's what I feel Forza's trying to do. So I think the next obvious step would be Calais or something. I don't know of the two which I prefer. What would be kind of cool is if they added both the previous Horizon maps into this game, because let's say both. I say I want all three because the first map was definitely my favorite. Absolutely amazing, kind of just the atmosphere. It was so different and it was so nice. Australia and the south of France, I almost feel they're too similar, and I know that sounds a bit silly because in reality they're not, but in Forza terms they seem a bit similar map style. Now, I personally think, and I've been cooking up this thought process in my head for months and months and months. It just makes sense. The one location that makes absolute sense for Forza going forward, because the idea of the deserts, I really enjoyed the sand dunes in this game. And I know a lot of other people love the desert area as well. That is a nice addition to the game. I think the best fitting feel for this game is to have it in Dubai. Now, some of you may be like, why does that make any sense whatsoever? The first thing you think of when you go to Dubai, you think about Dubai. Can you please shut up? Supercars, hypercars, ridiculous cars, big straight roads, Forza. Like, that's Forza all over. You start, literally, they're born and they get everyone born in Dubai gets a Bugatti Veyron. This is just how it works. So that would be absolutely perfect for this game, because that's how you open up the game. Once you finish that, you choose like an M4 or something. No bugger in Australia, no bugger in the UK is gonna jump out of a Bugatti Veyron and jump to an M4. Like, it's not possible. It's genuinely not possible. Even if you could and you were the richest people alive, insurance is going to bite you in the damn ass. So there is no chance that fits whatsoever. And I know there's some people who are going to say I'm picky on this, but Dubai makes more sense than the UK and Japan combined. Even if those were the same place. And it just makes more sense to me. Obviously, you can disagree with me. That's totally fine. I'm not saying 100% is set in Dubai. Don't take it like that. It's not set in the United Kingdom 100%. It's not set in Japan. I mean, there's no proof towards the Japan rumor. The Japan rumor was just one of some artwork that was posted, and someone photoshopped a Forza Horizon 4 logo on it, and we got the one bit of artwork, and some people assumed that the next game was going to be in Japan. Like, it's very simple to fool a lot of people, apparently. But it was actually, the actual artwork was made by the guy that does all the concept images for a lot of Need for Speed stuff. He actually works for Ghost. So he had his artwork stolen, and he had to post on Instagram saying, like, look, this is my artwork. It was stolen. Like, it's not... All right. But Dubai, I mean, it ticks every box. They want to be Forza. Every racing game, wants to be Fast and Furious. So why not take it to there, you know? To me, that makes way more sense. But I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. If you have any other suggestions for areas you would like to see in Forza, or areas you think it would be, that's the thing. One thing people don't get. I would love, I think, for it to be in the UK over anything. I don't think Forza, from my view, supports Japan. Like, it is Japan. I don't see Forza in Japan. I think the UK would be nice, or another part of Europe in general, like the Alps. That would be so cool. But I think Dubai, of anything, would be the more likely one to be picked. Like, it's just, I see the Forza devs sat in the room, and that's what I picture them actually going for. But hey, we'll have to wait and see. Either way, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm expecting, you know, honestly, let's face it, a Call of Duty style reskin is going to have a different location and Other than that, I don't expect too many more features, but this game, Forza Horizon 3, gave us a few features that we didn't have in Forza Horizon 2, like creating custom events. Well, I say, you know what I mean. Not really custom events, but... And the bucket list stuff. And I think those were nice additions, but I'm hoping we can get even more than that. Like, that honestly felt almost like an update. So overall, the map location, either way, it's probably not going to be any of those that are rumored. I'm looking forward to see where the location is, but I'm not sure the features overall will provide enough, but we'll see. Hopefully I am wrong. I'm begging I'm wrong, because that would be nice. Anyway, be sure to smash like and subscribe if you want to hear more about Forza Horizon 4, and if you don't, there's a dislike button as well. You can press that one. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace.